When you earn millions of dollars, it's easy to afford expensive luxury automobiles. And as you may know, WWE Superstars make a lot of money to afford those cars. Even still, you may not see some of the top wrestlers flaunting these beautiful automobiles. It shouldn't surprise you, though, that many WWE stars, current and in the past, have a love for beautiful, expensive cars. We mean expensive, rare, hard-to-find cars. Take Goldberg, for example. After earning millions during the Attitude Era, he has certainly been able to build up a huge collection of more than 20 cars that we know of. Mind you, many of these aren't even supercars, but they still cost a pretty penny. The only exception is the 1966 Jaguar XKE Series 1 convertible, which he got from a friend for just $11. He's a lot more into the vintage stuff. Some of the cars in his massive collection include the 1970 Plymouth Barracuda, the 1963 Dodge 330, the 1965-1960 Camaro Z28, the 1970 Pontiac GTO, the 1973 Super Duty Trans Am, and the 62 Ford Thunderbird, and the Shelby Cobra Replica, which cost $160,000. While he may have more cars than some of the people on this list, here are some of the other superstars who own expensive cars. Charlotte Flair is one of the highest paid female performers in all of WWE. Some think that Becky Lynch makes a little bit more. That's another debate. But no matter what, Flair has certainly taken up the lifestyle that she learned from her Hall of Fame father, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. She owns a Lamborghini Huracan Evo Spider priced at a range of between $230,000 to $275,000 before taxes. Seth frickin' Rollins is a total show-off in the ring, and a little bit when he has his cars, too. He reportedly brings in $3.5 million annually with that WWE deal he has as a world champion, and it has allowed him to bring home a Lamborghini S Roadster, which costs roughly $460,000 plus. Rey Mysterio has probably made more money off merchandise than most of the people in pro wrestling. Yeah, a lot of people buying those masks, so it's easy for him to bring home a Lambo Aventador himself that costs around $460,000. Wow, him and Rollins have the same taste in cars. Speaking of selling a lot of merchandise, Stone Cold Steve Austin has, moved hundreds of millions of t-shirts in his day, and he has some of the most expensive cars on this list in his possession. He has a McLaren 720S costing $309,000.
Stone Cold taking the McLaren out on a Sunday drive, give me a hell yeah. Stone Cold rocking a $150,000 monster truck, a 2016 Range Rover, a 74 Chevy Camaro Z28, and a 4x4 Jeep Wrangler, the last three of which admittedly are on the cheaper side, trying to keep a little bit less, the McLaren's top car. Oh hell yeah.
Remember how we said that some pro wrestlers are usually a little bit more modest and not showing off? Well, that didn't really apply to Alberto Del Rio, who made a career of showing off as a character in the ring and maybe even a little bit outside of it too. The multi-time world champion has boasted a collection of cars, including a $200,000 Bentley, Excaliburs, Mercedes-Benz with a Lambo door on it, and much more. But the most expensive car in his possession is his prized Rolls-Royce Phantom, worth a whopping $350,000. The phenomenal AJ Styles is very much a family man in Georgia, but that doesn't mean he hasn't accumulated millions of dollars in his years as one of the best pro wrestlers in the world, and he spent it on some of the finer things in his life. His car collection isn't like Del Rio's. He still boasts a collection of about 5 cars, including an expensive Lambo Huracan priced around $210,000. Triple H rules the wrestling world as the chief content officer of WWE, a Hall of Famer in his own right. He has a Lambo Huracan as well. The game's most expensive car is his Rolls-Royce Phantom, priced around $400,000. This isn't even including the Lemmy Kilmister tribute motorbike that Vince McMahon gifted him for WrestleMania 34. Roman Reigns has spent a lot of time in WWE and is still one of the highest paid superstars in the business, up there with Brock Lesnar in terms of bringing home the bank. This has allowed the tribal chief to afford some serious wheels, including a Range Rover autobiography that ranges in price between $140K to $177K. He also owns a Lambo Huracan. A lot of guys have that car now, priced around $242,000. Roman Reigns' cousin, The Rock, you may know him. Yeah, you know, The Rock. He has a premium collection worth around $7.3 million just in cars. These include a Ferrari LaFerrari, a 1999 Plymouth Prowler, Rolls-Royce Wrath, a Lambo Huracan, they keep having those, an Aventador, Ford GT, a Range Rover SVR, and you get my drift, he has a lot of cars. The crown jewel in his collection is a Pagani Huayra, worth around a whopping reported $3 million. Given that he easily makes that, I don't know, sleeping, we should also mention, apart from his, personal collection, he has generously gifted cars to quite a few people in his life, including Tamina that took home a Cadillac ST5, worth around $43,000. His mother, he got her a Cadillac CT5, which can range around $37,000 to $91,000, and a Ford F-150 for his old buddy Bruno, who helped him in his days coming up in the wrestling business by letting him live with him in a trailer park. The pickup truck can range from $34,000 to around $48,000. John Cena, he loves cars. He has quite a faction of wheels in his garage, including a 1969 Chevy Camaro at around $200,000 to something more modern like a Lambo Gallardo from 2009, and boasting 14 other expensive cars. He has a Ford, a Ferrari, a Cadillac, a Honda, and even a 66 Dodge. Maybe his most valuable car has to be his 86 Lamborghini Countach, valued at around $500,000. Yeah. Can you see how much you can't afford these cars? Can you see it? Are there any other pro wrestlers with a fascination for expensive wheels? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like button.